Welcome to the Addison Insider, presented by Addison Reserve Realty, the exclusive on-site real estate brokerage at Addison Reserve Country Club. Enjoy our regular webcasts to learn the inside information about everything happening in the local real estate market and throughout the club.
Hello Addison Reserve and welcome to the Addison Insider. There are currently 40 homes on the market. They range from $334,000 to $3,895,000. There are 3 homes under contract. All 3 homes have a list price under $430,000. Of the homes on the market, 11 of them have come on the market since December 1st, which says homeowners understand that if they want to sell their home, now is the time to be on the market to capture the buyer traffic that will come between now and April. If you are thinking about selling your home, I would encourage you to call the on-site sales office, and I would encourage you to do it now. And speaking of selling your home, here's why Addison Reserve Realty is your best choice. Your on-site sales office has been consistently promoting Addison Reserve and our listings both in the local area and across the country to affluent buyers in target markets. We use postcard mailings to make Addison Reserve members aware of our listings for those who are looking for another home within the club. We also advertise in the real estate section of the Sun Sentinel to have a broader local reach. We target golf enthusiasts with advertisement in Links magazine, and affluent home buyers with DuPont Registry, and network to owners of second homes in the Hamptons with Dan's Papers. Of course, this is all in addition to MLS and the display of our listings in over 350 websites that reach both national and international audiences. In addition to heavily promoting the club and our listings, we also take a full-service approach with our sellers to include helpful staging and home improvement recommendations where appropriate. For example, one of our listings has been on the market for several months without an offer. Quite honestly, more often than not, a common industry practice is to reduce the price of the home in order to attract more buyers. In certain situations, that might well be the most responsible decision. But for our sellers, this was not the case. So what did we do? As opposed to lowering the price, we looked for creative ways to provide more market appeal. We focused on 2 areas of the home based on feedback we received as a result of our showings. First, we took a look at the great room. Many of the buyers had a difficult time visualizing how their furniture might be placed in the home. Some of it had to do with the card tables and the positioning of the sofas in this space. The second major issue was the kitchen. Some thought it required considerable updating. So how did we respond to these challenges? Again, as opposed to simply taking price, we brought in a design firm that we have worked with and who is established in this market for years, Lynn Herman Interiors. Collectively, we worked with the owners and the design firm to make some simple, inexpensive modifications that could have a big impact in both areas of the home. In the great room, the designer recommended rearrangement of the existing furniture. Notice in this case, the designer took the card tables to give it the appearance of a formal dining room table. And to make the room look more sectionalized, they decided to move the 2 sofas into a sitting area. The end result? A more desirable formal dining room and living room with a wet bar. Next, we focused on the kitchen. In this case, the designers recommended a simple, inexpensive change to the backsplash would give the kitchen more appeal. Notice the black tile set on the diagonal with 1/2 inch grout lines. Here is the after. Notice how a small, inexpensive change has such a big impact on the appearance of this kitchen in giving it a more current look. Our point is this: price for the sake of price is not always the answer, particularly when you know the goals and objectives of your sellers. We offer you a difference. We make every effort to add value to the sales process. We make every effort to get you maximum value for your home when it is possible. At Addison Reserve Realty, there is a difference. Come, experience that difference. Next up, we have Stacy, our group fitness coordinator and instructor, Gina Stano, with some fresh ideas to help you stay fit this year. Here's Stacy. Until next time, this is Millie Rushton with the Addison Insider.
Hi, I am Stacy Weinstein, Group Fitness Coordinator for Addison Reserve Country Club, and amongst the many classes that we have here, over 38, one of my very favorites is Pilaxing, which combines Pilates and boxing all in one. I just got through taking it, I'm sweating, I burnt a ton of calories, so I'm going to hand it over to our instructor, Gina Stano, who teaches it here Tuesdays at 4 o'clock in the aerobic studio. So she's going to tell you all about it. I'm going to step away and to you, Gina.
Hi everyone, I'm Gina, and I am a Pilaxing instructor here at Addison Reserve Country Club. The Pilaxing brand actually was founded by a woman named Vivica Jensen, and she is a ballet teacher and Pilates teacher, and she put this whole boxing Pilates inspired class together for her students that wanted a little bit more cardio. And it's actually in over about 40 countries, so it's very exciting that we're doing that here for you today. So what I'd like to show you first is the boxing Pilaxing brand punch. We don't rotate the shoulder, we actually use a thumbs up and move through the movement with the shoulder down instead of the old kind of school boxing here. We keep the tummy tight always. We have half-pound weighted gloves on each hand, and we are barefoot. That, of course, is optional for those of you that want to keep your ankles stable. You can wear your sneakers. So I'm going to first show you a Pilaxing punch, and it's done like so. And you're always rotating the hip, rotating the heel, and we always smile, and we always keep our tummy tight, and this is a Pilaxing punch. This is an uppercut. Again, thumbs up, we use the abs, lift the heel, work all the way through that movement, like so, and then we really start to get the heart rate up, and when we do, we take a little break and we go to a Pilates block. So right now I am in first position. I am actually going to tuck my pelvis under a little, roll my shoulders back, keep the abs braced. I'm going to point my toes, and now we go into a Pilates block. And this is what's called a Pilates block in Pilaxing. I'm actually going to do the other side. We want to stay nice and even. And the other thing is, when we're doing this, we want to make sure that the extension is always exaggerated. So extension, extension, extension. So now I'm going to show you a hook. This is a hook. Old hook, old school, this is a hook. This is a Pilaxing hook, just like this. Extending the arms. Uppercut, jab, 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 come back to a Pilaxing Pilates block, and now we're working the triceps. First position. I hope you've enjoyed the demo of Pilaxing today. Thanks for joining me.